Right. Imagine being able to buy literally anything you want, all right, without needing to have actual cash to pay for it, and you're not getting it on credit either. You're actually going to be getting what you want by actually making a payment that is satisfactory to the buyer, sorry, to the seller or the vendor, and you will then be able to take the product or service home with you or get it delivered to you or whatever. So imagine you wanted to have your event like a wedding decoration, all right, done for you, and you don't have the money. Maybe the person is charging 100,000 naira to do decoration of the wedding venue, for instance, and you could actually get that service provided to you without you having to dip your hands into your pocket, figuratively speaking, to pay for it, and the person will not be giving it to you on credit either. How do you do that? You do it by using the system called the barter exchange, and has been done for centuries by man. The only thing is that for some strange reason, the rest of the world has rediscovered and reinvented their use of barter exchange, but over here in Nigeria, Africa, for some strange reason, we who most likely, since the world was supposed to have evolved from here, started it, are reluctant to embrace it again. So I've been doing write-ups, and then later repurpose those write-ups into video vlogs, like the one you see on the screen now. I've been doing that for several years now. This particular video was published on the 11th of December 2021. You can see the title there. You don't need to meet in person. Sales, barter exchange, phone chat about Catfish farm startup. This one. So I'll put the links to each of these videos. I'm sure I'm not going to play them. I'll put a link in the description for the video you're watching now. So that's one video I did. This was a gentleman, he's based somewhere in the east, I can't remember now where. I'm not sure, maybe in Enugu State or something, and he contacted me about getting my Ration Formulator software, and I told him I needed him to do something for someone else since he wanted a discount. So the value of the discount was used to finance his provision of training to somebody else. The story very interesting. You will listen to our phone conversation I had with him. Then there was this one in the 26th of August 2021. Okay, this is part 2. So this had to do with, I was reviewing my own experience, personal experience, just one of them, in which I got cockerels delivered to me from somewhere in Ogun State by a client who was signing up for my poultry farm manager software, and a service that was a kind of a mentoring service I was going to do with him. Him and his wife, he had this cockerel business. This was in December of I think 2016 or something like that, or January 2016, I can't remember now. So again, another story about how I took payment from him. What I do is I do something that's up to 50% barter exchange. That's what I call it. I try not to do more than 50% for a variety of reasons. When you watch the videos, you learn more about all those. Then this third video was a guy in the Philippines, Nelson Senatin Jr. I remember him. This guy, lovely guy. He reached out to me through Twitter and eventually bought my product. So that happened way back now. Excuse me, around 2017, 2016. This is the guy. He bought several of my books in order to pay for my software. It was a very interesting experience. You've got to be flexible minded when it comes to business. I learned about barter exchange in business of this nature, modern business, through Burt Dubin, when he said barter is smarter. That was the title of the article, and he told of how he would use he would help his clients to pay for his services, which were high-end public speaking services at that time. He would allow them to pay using services. For instance, if it was a hotel client, he would tell them he wanted, for instance, a special room for him and his wife over the weekend, maybe in one of their hotel branches, and in exchange, the monetary value of that experience that he was asking for in the hotel, complete with all expenses paid, food and all that, he would use that. He would net that off from his own fees, because his fees were quite high, like I said. But Dubin is a legend. He's 97 now, if I'm correct. 97 or 98, I'm not sure now. I always tell people that just so they understand, I am 52 right now, but Dubin is 97 or 98. My father is 88, so there's almost a 10-year, if not 10-year difference in age. He's older than my father by 10 years, and I've been relating with Dubin now since 2008 when he reached out to me for the first time. So you do the math. I've had the opportunity to really absorb massive volumes of wisdom about doing business digitally from Dubin. But Dubin opened my eyes to the possibilities that relate to selling your expertise without having to meet with people in person. So many ideas I picked up, and I really actually didn't go through his mentoring program. That's the irony of it. But I do business the way he does business. So it's about learning the little resources he offered, and then when I was working with him, marketing his services we had a partnership where I marketed his services as a sole agent across Africa. I learned so much from him about that. So when it comes to barter exchange, Dubin was somebody who practiced what he preached. Now, the reason why this video actually I'm doing it now is because I've been seeing this website for a while, this company. But I just felt, let me show people an example, because Nigerians have been very funny people, especially Nigerians. The willingness to engage with you without dealing in cash. I don't know, some people think I think they go on some kind of ego trip. They think if they don't do business in cash with you, or if you don't want to do business in cash, it means you are poor. It doesn't make any sense, because ultimately what you want is to give value that the other person appreciates as value, in exchange for what you want. So the thing is, are you telling me that if I tell you I offer web design services and they're extremely good, and you see that they're good, you will not want to take advantage of my web design service by giving me maybe 50 chickens that are equivalent in value to that service of web design? Why wouldn't you want to do that? Because it comes down to the same thing. Because if you have to pay me, you still have to shell out that money. But if you already have birds on your farm that you want to get rid of by way of sales, and the value is equivalent to the value of the web design service I offer, and you want my web design service, why do we need to exchange cash? Give me the products, keep your cash, and use it to buy diesel, which is people are finding difficult to get right now. So there are a lot of farmers who are struggling today. In fact, not just farmers, business owners generally, they are struggling today. And next door to them is somebody that has what they want, and that person also eats eggs, eats chicken, and they have chickens but they have no buyers. Then they want somebody next door to come and fix the diesel generator. They don't have the money. And I don't understand, why can't you just explore this alternative? Propose it to the guy. You want your child to take a flight to go to Abuja to avoid the problem of the trains, and the flights cost so and so, and then somebody who's a top manager with the airline company, and the person said he wanted XYZ, and because the person is a top manager with the airline, he has some what they call it, ticket miles, or what they call it, the free miles, whatever, and you can use that to actually get your child either a heavily discounted seat or even a free seat on the airplane. Why not talk to the guy and propose it? Look, man, I offer this, I have this, I can deliver chickens to you for the next 3 months, or eggs to you for the next 1 year, and look, all I need is for my child to go get some discounted flights, blah 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 blah. Talk about these things. But for some strange reason, people don't want to think like that. The minute you propose it, they begin to look down on you and talk to you in a condescending manner. It's very interesting watching Nigerians. I always love studying people and seeing how they look opportunity in the eye, and then they just kick it through the window, and then tomorrow they complain that things are not going well. That rigidity in the mindset used for business is going to be the downfall of many people. Because the economy we're in now, the number one thing it demands of everybody is creativity in the way we think and in the way we act. Everything you do now is subject to review. There's nothing that's off limits. Okay, there's no one way of doing anything. The possibilities are potentially limitless in terms of how you can do business, and barter exchange provides a foundation on which you can leverage available. Look, this website I'm showing you, let me just go into it. I just wanted to read out some case studies to you. So this company, let me see how I can show you this. Okay, let's go to the bottom. Okay. All right, so let me just take you through just one or two case studies. Look at this. These are members. So this is a membership website. Okay, what they do is you join the organization. Okay, it's a network of businesses that are looking to find ways to get what they want. The slogan is get what you want by paying with what you have. You understand? That's kind of the slogan they use. So the idea is even if you have cash, you would prefer not to spend your cash, right? But you want to get something. So what they have is people with that kind of mindset are all coming together. So now they're looking with each other. It's kind of like they're all registered, they all have their profiles, they have the kind of outline of what they need, and then they say, okay, I'm looking for so and so person that does so and so things. Whoever knows, can you please let me know about the person if you know somebody who does that? And then you reach out to that person when they introduce the person to you, then tell them, look, I want this, do you have it? I have this in exchange, and you exchange. So the platform allows that exchange to happen. So they call it I think barter dollars. That's the money you exchange. So it's just like it's the equivalent of cash. Then with those kind of barter credit, you then make purchase of what you want from some other person or that particular person you had dealings with. So let me just read out 1 or 2 case studies. Okay, look at this one. Restaurant owner. So the objective, we have empty tables every night of the week. Saturdays are obviously our business day, but even then we have at least 1 empty table at all times. We need to stay top of mind with potential customers, so they think of us when they are making dining decisions. We also need to reduce our operating costs. Execution, HPX is the company, this website now. So the people, the profile we're reading now, the case study we're reading now is for a company that's taking advantage of this membership service. Execution, HPX purchase, that's Hudson Barter Exchange. HBX purchase a large block of gift certificates from us. They sell them to members who often give them to employees or come in with other couples. This was a great way for lots of new people to discover our place. You see how that has happened? So they created gift certificates. All right. So that's what they are offering in exchange for people to come and do things without having to take cash. Result, we use our trade to fix the SEO on our website. In other words, the people that then took up those certificates and chose to use them were effectively, quote unquote, giving kind of like now owing them money. Okay, so that money they owed will now be used to provide equivalent solutions that they offered to this company. You see, so those companies, so some people apparently were people who do SEO, some were could do photography, advertising. So we could not afford to pay cash for advertising. So this worked out great. You see that? So we also got our pest control on trade. Just last week we had our refrigeration repaired that saved me a large out-of-pocket expense. So somebody amongst those who took the gift certificates was able to offer a solution for the refrigeration problem they had. You see, we are now printing menus on trade, and I'm talking to the college coffee roaster, because you see, you can see that all the things in there to do that would have been done with cash, by offering these gift certificates through this platform, now got him access to people that needed those things. All right, sorry, that had expertise to solve those problems he had or to provide those things he needed. So it was a fair exchange. It was win-win for everybody. Naturally, people, all you have to do is have integrity, fulfill your obligations to the other party. When you take what they have, give them what they want. Simple. Now, if people will have this kind of attitude where they do business with a mindset of fairness, in which win-win is something that is considered a priority and above the uppermost in their minds, then you find out that everybody will grow. Because by the time you are doing this like this with one another, it's only about to happen. It's a matter of time before people start coming back with money to do business with you, because the initial interaction was barter exchange. But at some point they will tell other people about you, and they themselves might come back and come and do business with you with cash. So basically, people get to know more about you. Word of mouth travels. So long as you deliver a good experience, everybody will be happy and everybody will eventually come back and do cash-based business. But at least during those lean times, or at least to keep within your budget, those things you want to do about it, the options should be available. Now, the question to you watching this video is, are you willing to think like that and do business in that manner? If yes, reach out to me, because I'm trying to build a network. We don't have to be elaborate in operation like these guys, but we can build a network where you tell me what you are willing to do by way of barter exchange in this manner. All right, then I'm building a database where I can track all of that, so I can link people up when they want things like this to happen. I don't have money to do this, and I wish I could find somebody that's willing to do it in exchange for my farm products, things like that. Or I have a service I offer, and I do that a lot. So if you like to do business with me based on barter exchange, what I offer is a maximum of 50% barter. And there's got to be some cash for me to cover my overhead expenses. For instance, there's connectivity expenses, power supply expenses, transportation expenses, things like that, moving around. So there's got to be a base on which I operate where the cash flow needs are taken care of. But I'm very comfortable giving up 50% of whatever earnings I have to provide for people who are willing to pay me in product or in kind, you know. And if you're interested in doing that, reach out to me using the contact details on the screen. And I encourage you, think about it and think of how you can begin to do business in that manner. Farm business owners in particular, you'll be shocked at the variety of opportunities that are available when you explore this channel. And believe me, your bottom line will never suffer. In fact, the watching profit margins will actually grow because of this, if you do it right. If you need ideas about how to apply what I've told you, get across to me using the contact details on your screen. I wish you well.